Beat the odds.
We got company.
Ranged!
Got him good.
Say.
Your turn.
Greetings, Rook.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Emmerich, how could you stay annoyed at that face? Skull.
Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
There's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
An undead mage that's retained their mind. They're theoretical, aren't they?
The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Incredible. Do the other Watchers know?
Well, the most senior do. You weren't high enough in the Order to be informed. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
What about etheric wasting? Balancing fade currents, spectral binding without madness?
All part of the required preparations.
I hope so.
Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
So, if you were a lich, it wouldn't be a spirit mimicking you? It'd be your actual soul in the corpse.
It would.
I didn't think... Wait. Is that what Vorgoth is?
Oh, no one knows what Vorgoth is. Moon blossoms. Famed in verse and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back. There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond. I cannot reveal more, even to a fellow necromancer.
I understand. So, what's holding you back from Lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die, permanently, during the rites. What cowardice! The promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
If you want Lichdom that badly, you have to go for it.
I always thought I'd find the courage when I grew older. Traditionally, candidates for Lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for Lichdom. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of Lichdom and failed. Stuck in her in-between state, she is supremely dangerous, but can't learn any new magic.
No wonder Hezenkos was shouting so much.
Oh, she's always been that way.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the Necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of Lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew. It would be just like her.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. for all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear. And of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you. Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could place them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleonora Volkaren, they walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Hello. Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom?
What would they have wanted me to be?
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
He'd be impossible, I agree.
Let's see if we can figure this out. The meditation bells. I used to know the right order to ring them in.
Is this a Morn Watch thing?
Ugh, I need a moment. It's been a while. That opened up something. needed a wisp. Maybe later, but not right now. Sorry, but we can't do that right now. That door over by those vases, was that here last time?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, then the necropolis realigned itself again, like always. There's that wisp again. Someone's left flowers here. I don't think we can do that right now. I'll need a wisp. I don't think we can do that right now. What do we have here? That did it. Someone left some games here. These are instructions. Lighting candles will drive away malign spirits from the vaults. Let's look for those candles we have that will cleanse this place. Last candle. The vaults should be quieter now.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way, and be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
So long as it bleeds.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction. The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go. I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
Pretty dark in there.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Hostile undead. Not a surprise. The Veil's so patchy here.
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing Kalsharok dwarves. Come on, let's try to find a way forward.
We should head this way. Harding, if you please.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there. We've got you.
You? It's you?
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Storgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
Who put someone in a rock? That's monstrous.
I don't think it's about cruelty. They call us the Children of the Stone, after all. We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Stay here. You'll be safe. Come on. I know there's more missing.
Looks old.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
Dragged away, I'd wager.
We have to find them. There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
Now demons?
Stay here. You'll be safe. Let's look for a way to get there. Look, there's a way through here. Someone else is close by. Come on. safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
Locked. Harding, can you... Thanks, Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook. I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what to tell you.
That's red lyrium. Why doesn't it feel right?
Don't worry about that later. Steven's coming.
This is the last one. I think that's Veilguard.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We had to do something once we knew you were in danger.
You are both fools, and I am forever grateful for it.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
We won't let it harm anyone else. This thing, whatever it is, must be stopped.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
Let's go. No reason to delay.
Better to get it over with, I guess. I'm ready. Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Am I seeing things? Those crystals look like veins.
Over there. The heart. That's where I have to go. I don't understand.
You're done. All of this, done.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into a million pieces, and this is all that's left!
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
What's Harding doing?
She'll bring the cavern down, or worse, we have to get to her.
You feel that? This isn't safe.
We're not leaving Harding. We can still get through to her. Harding! This has to stop! You'll kill us all!
Don't you understand what they did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still. They cried while we were broken in our hearts.
Behind. I remember all of it. Everything the Avenurus did to the Titans. And now the world will remember.
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you. That was intense. My mind's still clearing. Anyway, you ready to go?
Let's get you home.
Stalgard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
How are you?
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the Elven Gods. And after that, well... one step at a time. See where it takes me.
Trust yourself. I do.
You're just a bottomless well of support, aren't ya?
I try.
Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, it sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Not a thing. If you didn't want me to.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, now it is. Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
Ilario had you imprisoned and tortured for a promotion.
The job was to kill you. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
Yeah, that's not any better.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
Our risen god gives many gifts.
Elganon? Ilario's working with Elganon.
Her spirit strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
Well, that was pretty damning.
Ilario has much to answer for.
In blood, if nothing else.
What are you going to do?
Take away everything from him.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlethan soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Anything I can chase down?
There's dangerous fanatics, then there's Aelia. She's loose in Darktown, and we're in the dark.
What's the plan?
The Threads and Aelia's Venatori are at war. That might slow Aelia down, but until I know her plans, I need to hear whatever information the Threads pick up.
What about Rana? Can she help?
I told Rana that Aelia's back. She needs the warning. As for help, Rana wants to be an example. Not sure where that goes anymore.
so focus on the job.
Yeah.
Rook. Too good for thread gratitude, yet here we are.
Come on, Damas. Alia's a pain for both of us. You know I play nice.
We know people in this town. Neighbors. When they don't turn up on the rounds, we notice. Alia used the threads for dirty work. Stolen relics, muscle, spies. These people, they disappear.
And you don't know where to.
Alia's good at covering her tracks. That's why you're here. I've got names of missing people, including those hardly anyone noticed yet. All yours, no catch.
There's always a catch. Besides, I thought threads protect their streets.
Oh, the Venatori will end up bloody.
This is war. We find Alia, we kill her. Give the cult something to think about. You find her, you do the same. Docktown's ours.
To Docktown. From the people who breathe it, bleed for it, no one's got its back like we do.
To a better Docktown. And doing the best we can till then.
You go far.
To home.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich, so what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
The fires are lit.
Supper in Docktown?
You actually taking a break?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure. Count me in.
You hungry? I'm hungry.
Rook, you're here.
Is something wrong?
Biago and Dea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
If you think this clue is real, it's opening up a world of trouble.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Veilguard killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed? Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the Crossroads either.
Lucanis is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanis from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
All right. How do I get past the locks?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
Promoted from flying vermin to malicious spirit. Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
Nobody's here.
Caterina was first done. This is Crow business. We can handle it.
You should be grateful to give your life for the Magister's research. What an honor!
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Caterina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Caterina, then. Caterina, Lucanis is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanis thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanis is the one who's trapped, by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
What are you hiding, little demon?
When the demon emerges, let me have his entrails, my lady.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
I don't care how it looks. This is the mind of a god killer. The man I'm trusting to save the world. Lucanus, if the gods win, everyone will suffer much worse than this. Only you can save them. Will you?
Just be careful.
Gushing stuff. You can dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Masks and shadows have their place, Lucanus, but you're losing yourself in them. I can handle the real you.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
Envy is the rarest of all demons. The most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
I can't believe it. You're home. Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Is it? Are you sure of that? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
Lucanus, anything could happen. That's no reason to hide in a place that's hurting you, especially when you're needed.
You always have an answer, don't you? Aren't you sure you can live with the consequences?
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
Even if it kills you.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I'm doing whatever it takes to get you out of here.
There is not a way out. Not for me.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook!
Make him leave!
We can't. This isn't a place, it's a feeling. He already left the prison. He just took some of it with him.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just... so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We're fine. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
Hey, Rook. I'm around if you need me. Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Well, we've got at least one witness. Want to question him? How about a break? We can still do that, right? A short one can't hurt.
Yeah, maybe. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Why are we doing this?
You know what they say. Leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
Seriously, do you ever take breaks? Real ones?
What do you call this?
Picking up rocks. And I'll bet the coin in my pocket you're thinking of work.
It's hard not to. Look at Docktown. But I was also thinking of fried fish. All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is. Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy. Is this what you do when you're out of leads?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
Stepping back can't hurt. Clear minds get things done.
If only they stayed that way. We can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town. I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabbed me in the back.
I'm here to help.
I know. But getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
Side by side with Nev Gallus. Like you are for me.
You know you're a sap, right? She was there. We didn't see her.
This worked?
Maybe. Come on. Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You've got something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything. We can get to the site from here, up and across that building.
One shipment, twitchier than cats in a storm. What's going on? What is it?
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Let's check it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of... Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. Sure thing. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. Got it. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris. Look there, there's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really work.
I guess some of my plans pan out. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory...
So Nev Gallus
Magnus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out!
A bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
Damn it.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick, the Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people... It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't...
Minrath has failed before, not you. This time we stop Aelia for good. Venatori who threatened Docktown, they've got Nev Gallus to fear.
If I don't reach her fast enough...
You will, because lives are at stake.
I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
You're not fighting alone.
End of the day, I'm used to counting on myself. That's how it's been.
And now you've got us. When you need it.